Alright you guys, so you went ahead and you voted that you wanted an extra MyGM mode series along with the current Lakers MyGM mode that I'm doing. So before I decided to do that, I went ahead, I did some research on what's a good draft class to use, because in my previous MyGM series we didn't really have a draft class, and this would extend the realism in my current MyGM series if I was to go ahead and get a realistic draft class. So you can see that's the draft class I'm going to go ahead to use. This is going to be what I'm going to start out with for my MyGM series, the settings and all that stuff. You can see I'm going to play on Superstar, 9 minutes, and you guys went ahead and voted, and most of you guys voted on the New Orleans Pelicans, and I can't really blame you, man. Anthony Davis is looking amazing so far through 4 games. He has 25 points and like 10 rebounds, something like that, but he's looking like a beast. You can see I'm going to get this conversation done with my owner, and he's not really asking for so much, man. He's asking for 33 wins, which is understandable because he sunk a good amount of money into this squad, but there's a good amount of routes you could go to rebuild the New Orleans Pelicans. There's a ton of space for you to make moves, and what I mean by that is Omer Ashik, for example, is on an expiring contract. He's 28 years old. I'm trying to determine if he's expendable or if he's worth bringing back. Tyreke Evans and Eric Gordon have been kind of underwhelming, and they have huge contracts. So should we just blow up what the previous general manager Dell Demps has tried to build? Or should we try to continue with it and try to develop Tyreke Evans and maybe try to stick it out with Eric Gordon and try to make all that stuff work? There's so many routes you could go, and there's so many things you could do, and there's so many ways you could win with this squad. But my main issue is Drew Holiday's contract, Tyreke Evans' contract, and of course Eric Gordon's contract. So we have to figure out, we have to evaluate this season, we have to see if they are all worth keeping. Obviously this is a team that's going to be built around former Kentucky superstar Anthony Davis, and my goals for Anthony Davis are nothing short of him winning Defensive Player of the Year this year. You can see I'm going to at least attempt at trying to develop Tyreke Evans. I'm going to try to make sure he trains in his outside scoring a little bit, that way he could get his shooting down. If he could get his shooting down, man, Tyreke Evans could definitely be a perennial all-star. He's one of those players that are really athletic, has amazing slashing ability, but when an opponent knows that you're about to go slash, they're going to easily be able to just back up and guard you because they know you can't shoot. So you can see all my philosophy is, man, if you're not getting playing time on the regular, I'm going to train the crap out of you. And that's what I did with the Lakers in my first season, man. I trained the crap out of Jeremy Tyler, and he went up by 5 overall points. So you can see so far, man, I decided to go ahead, look at potential trades for Omer Ashik, and if you guys think one of these look good, let me know in the comment section down below, because I am also trying to make this slightly more realistic than the previous MyGM series, go a completely different route. So if there's one trade you guys think is really looking good, just let me know. But honestly, man, I'm still struggling with what I should do with this squad. Who should we trade? Who should we get rid of? Should we keep the core as is? Should we try to get another go with Eric Gordon, Drew Holiday, and Tyreke Evans? I think that they are 3 above average players, but I don't think they are 3 superstar players. You can see the press is going to ask me so far how I feel about my New Orleans Pelicans job, and I honestly decided to get a little bit experimental with this answer, guys. I don't ever suggest you giving the press this answer ever, mainly because once you do get this answer, the result is not very desirable, as you can see there. But if you guys like this video, man, be sure to leave a thumbs up for more MyGM. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. Besides that, I'm your boy, the Flight Mike, and the next game should be coming at you guys soon. Now that we have James Harden back, Dwight and I learned how to run the game